Okay, so I like the song. It's by Tal Bachman. This will be my last one, I promise. It, it is. Sorry, I had something blasting in my ear for a minute, um, and that hurts. So I paused. But this song is called "She's So High." As always, this is just practice. I just kind of want to see where I can take my voice. So I'm trying so many different songs. And I actually listen to a whole variety of songs. So I like classical, I like rock, I like heavy metal. Eventually, I'm going to practice with Morbid Angel, God of Emptiness, maybe even Mr. Bungle. I just, there's so many different songs and so many different ways I can take my voice. And at this moment, and my vocal lessons, in fact, let me see if I can pull up what my vocal teacher said. Let me go to my documents. She writes these wonderful notes. I really think that if you live in Pennsylvania, you should really give, let's see here. I think if you live in Pennsylvania, you should really give Philly music lessons a chance. Um, their lessons are not overly expensive, in my opinion. I mean, right now I owe them 240, which I will pay them as soon as I get back to work, and I will explain that to them. Um, but yeah, I go back to work on April 7th. You can either pay by the month or you can do like multiple lessons, like lesson packages they have. I don't get credit for saying any of this. I just really like their teacher, Ellen, who is my vocal coach. And let's see if I can, what I want in a husband. Sorry, I'm looking through my documents right now. That was my list of what I want in a husband. I write lists. I actually write a lot of lists. Um, Everything I ever want, I write down. Believe it or not, I got a lot of things I wanted just by doing that. The things I want to do. Well, not just by doing that. Let's be real. I wrote the list, and then I wrote a plan of how I was going to execute, like how I was going to do it. And then I actually put my dreams into action steps. And when you work for something, you normally get it. So I got it. Like I wanted to get a degree from Full Sail. I got a BFA in creative writing. Right now I'm in WGU. I'm in University of the People. I'm in Bloom Tech. I was in Merit America. I did a list for Merit America. I got that cybersecurity certificate. I did the same thing. I wrote a list for my insurance license. I studied for like 10 hours a day. I actually did a video on it. And I got that too. So everything I've ever gotten Wasn't just because I write lists, but the list did help to let me know where I was in life, how do I get there, where I want to go, and I will continue to write lists. But it also went and it got me, my actions got me where I want to be. And I will work for anything in life. Now, as far as what I want in a husband, I want something similar to my father and grandfather. I want somebody who, my father used to always walk beside me. And when he walked beside me, he walked on the side of the street where the cars were coming. And if I even tried to go on that side, he would just pull me back and make me walk on the other side where there's no cars coming. He used to open doors, and he always said that's the way that it should be. I want a husband who's a provider. I would like for him to be okay with me staying in the home and taking care of children and writing from the home full time. Now, I'm not saying I'm not working, because obviously writing is a job for me. But I would like to do that from home without having to worry about doing anything else for a while. Of course, I would like for him to wear the pants in the family, like king of the castle, so to speak. Not that I don't have an opinion, because trust me, I do, and I share that opinion. And I will tell him that opinion. But I just don't always like to make decisions, So I feel more comfortable when decisions are made for someone else, because I spend my entire life making decisions for other people, and it gets to be bothersome. Not gonna lie, the type of dude I want would have to pay bills and dinner. I should never have to open my wallet unless I want to, simply because that is what I'm used to. And if I'm willing to do that for myself, I feel like a guy should be willing to do that for me. He should have confidence that borders cockiness, but is not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm attracted to white men. And I'm not apologizing for that anymore. I'm really not. I know people have a lot to say about that, but it really irritates me that in this day and age, you have to apologize for being attracted to who you are attracted to. And believe it or not, it's not just the skin, people. It's not just the skin. It's not the skin at all, actually. I've dated many different guys. I've dated Hispanics. I've dated blacks. I've dated whites. I've dated Chinese. Did I date a Chinese? No, I'm sorry. I dated an Asian, not Chinese. I would like to date a Chinese boy one day, if I ever get the honor. And I don't mean Chinese boy, I mean Chinese man, sorry. Most of my dating experience comes from when I was younger. So I actually dated a Korean guy when I was younger. Long story. But very nice person. Anyway, what I was going to say is it's all about mindset as well. Like, most of the guys I dated did not have the right mindset I was looking for, except for a lot of the Caucasian guys I dated had the right mindset I was looking for. Didn't quite work out, but that's okay. Not everyone is for everybody, and I'm definitely not for everybody. So I'm not expecting, them to be for me or me for them. And believe it or not, a lot of my relationships did not end horribly. Some of them did, of course, but not all of them. So I don't know how I got into this discussion with myself, but might as well. Should be older than me or more mature, simply because I have a thing for older men. A lot of the men I dated, even when I was in my 20s, were actually quite older than me. I once dated someone the same age as my father, and I was in my 20s. Unfortunately, we did not work out. We really didn't. And that probably had a lot to do with me, honestly. But that's okay. You live and you learn and you grow older and you get more mature and you can handle certain things that you probably couldn't handle when you were younger. He should be friendly with kids and an animal lover. He should be hardworking and into wealth building, a go-getter. He should allow me space and freedom because I like my space and I like my freedom. He should be decent looking or good looking, but he has to be attractive to me and attracted to me. So attractive to me and attracted to me. If that makes any sense. He should have a beard or feel comfortable with some facial hair. Now, this, of course, is not like he has to. This is just my list that I would like to see. I like mountain men. I like a man. I like a man in a suit. I like a 1920 guy. I really do. No, I'm not fantasizing. I very well know how these men are. Most of my grandparents are not boomers. They're actually older than boomers. I guess I come from a time where my father is in his 60s. He was a lot older than my mom. When they were dating, he was older than my mom. And so he's actually a boomer. My grandfather is 80 years old. Actually, I think he's close to 86 now. I can't recall exactly. My other grandfather has passed on, but he was 12, I think he was 12 or 13 years older than my grandmother when he was married to her. And it wasn't always perfect. He wasn't always nice, actually. But my grandfather taught me everything I know about men and relationships, and half what's on this list is what he told me I should look for. And I will never, ever apologize for what's on this list that my grandfather told me I should look for in a husband. And he always said, no romance without finance, because even if you love the person, love doesn't keep the heat on. Love doesn't keep the lights on. Love doesn't take care of the children you are to spawn with this man. Love does not keep food in either one of your mouths. And it's better if you guys partner in other ways. But if you have to do all the work 100% of the time, then that's not a husband, that's a bum. So my grandfather was of the mindset that a man who does not make bread does not eat. You know what I mean? Like a man who does not provide doesn't get a ride. Basically, my grandfather is very crude sometimes, but anyway. He also said, neither a beggar or borrower you shall ever be, or lender. So, it's just words I live by. He should be independent. He should be dominant, powerful. I would like for him to be from the South. Why? Because my family's from the South. I grew up with Southerners. I'm used to Southern men. I'm not really used to. I mean, yeah, we lived in New York, but my entire family came from either North Carolina, Texas, Georgia, Virginia. I even had from Alabama, Scotland Net, which is a really small town in North Carolina. Climax, which is in North Carolina. Tennessee people. Like, my family's from the South. Okay, my father was born and raised in Climax, North Carolina, before he came to New York. I spent most of my time in the South, on my grandfather's farm. So I would like to own my own farm, and I would like to buy a lot of my family's property back that they ended up selling away, because I believe we should have a legacy, and I believe that that land was our legacy, and it was in our family for generations before it started being sold off. And not all of it is sold, but I would like for it to be bought back, and I would like to buy it back. And so I spend most of my life trying to create businesses for myself and making more money so I can do that. So I can buy back our family legacy and leave it to our family and generations. Because when you die, you can't take it with you, right? But you can leave behind a legacy. And that's what I want to do. And you can touch lives, and that's what I want to do. So yeah, he should be willing to do that with me, because regardless of what people like to say, who you marry can make or break you. Who you are with as a long-time partner can make or break you. So I'd rather not be broken. I've been broken too many times. He should own his own businesses, or interested at least and willing to build an empire and leave a legacy. He should be creative, a protector, kind, good conversationalist. I did say he must be attractive a few times. Must be spiritual, live for God or gods. I have Jewish people in my family. I am Muslim and have other Muslims in my family. I am Mormon as well. Yes, I believe in multiple religions. So I'm pretty much capable with being with any kind of religious person, but he has to be at least spiritual. I'm even okay with atheists. He just has to be some kind of spiritual. Must be resilient and a survivor. I must have gone through something tough, because I found out that people who all their lives have been just given everything and haven't gone through anything rough, when they get through something rough, it's like their whole world is over. And I've gone through some things, and so I know that it's not the end of the world. And so I'd rather have somebody who's been through it. Not to say he can't come from a very high class background where he's been given some things, because even money's not everything, right? We know that you get abused or something in high class places. You've gone through something, but I just don't want someone naive. I want someone who's gone through something. Must be a traveler, must want kids, because I do want more kids. I only have one. Now, must love his family, very important, no matter how awesome or dysfunctional they may be. And trust me, my family's a bit on the dysfunctional side, but I love my family regardless. Must love his job. I would really love a guy who enjoys and finds meaning in what he does for a living. Um, must love to serve, volunteering, raking leaves for the neighbors, helping with dishes, whatever. Um, and I'm not saying he has to help me with the dishes, but I like doing things for people, right? So I would like for someone to like doing things with people so we can do them together. Must love food. Okay, now this is a must. If you don't love food, you're really not for me. I really love food. Like, oh my God, I can talk to you about hours for food. I love caviar. I love escargot. I love steak. I love sushi. I love Thai food. I love Korean food. I love Japanese food. Well, sushi, you know what I mean. I love lo mein. I love chicken. I love watermelon. Um, I love chocolate cake. I love French food. I mean, I love trying different foods. Seriously, you just gotta love food with me. Um, must love music. I'm really big on loving music. Must want to own a house, property, stock, business. Must want to own a house. Must be willing to make the world a better place. Must be honest. Must be intelligent. Must know how to have a good time. Must love to try things with me and without me. Your whole life does not surround me. I don't want it to. You have to be able to go out there and do your own thing. Because trust me, I will. And I am not going to take you with me all the time. I like to be alone. So when I'm doing my own thing, I need for you to have something to do. I don't need you blowing up my phone asking me where I am. I wouldn't do it to you, so I really would not need you to do that to me. Um, I then wrote, must know what he wants, willing to take what he wants when he wants it and not apologize for it. Must ride horses or be willing to learn because I love horseback riding. I haven't in a while, but I will be going back to horseback riding. Um, Also, I said, God, I pray if it's your will and only your will, my lords, that you will find him and make sure he make me his and him mine while I am childbearing age. If it is your will, only your will, someone to be. Must be someone with old school manners, no cell phones at dinner, be present when he is with me and kids. One thing I didn't put on here is, well, maybe I shouldn't say this. This is going to be seen by people. Well, maybe it won't be. Hopefully it won't be. Honestly, because I was not meant to do this. It was supposed to be just me practicing. I'm into polygamy. Now, I know that some people might think, oh my God, you like seeing different people. No. No. I am bisexual. That is not a secret. My entire family knows. However, I personally don't like dealing with two people at a time. I think it's annoying. It's juggling way too many people. I don't mind if a guy has multiple wives. It's actually a lot easier on me. Yes, it is. It's easier on me. For when I don't want to be bothered, he still has someone taking care of his needs. And I praise that. I welcome that. I welcome any guy who likes to have two women. As long as he takes care of all of them equally, doesn't put one above the other, and can financially provide, that is the key word to this, can financially provide for multiple families, I have no problem with that. I really don't. I know some people will probably say, something's wrong with you. No, no, honey, there isn't. To each their own. If you don't like that, that's fine. I'm into polygamy. I believe that men can have more than one woman. I believe I personally would not have more than one because I don't want to deal with that. But I believe that you can. And as long as you financially provide for multiple households and you treat them equally, there's not a problem with that. So I am not expecting my future husband to go ahead and, as long as he's honest with me. Now, there's a difference. I hate when a guy goes, "Oh, I'm just a one woman man. I would never do that. Never, ever, ever." And then come to find out you're cheating. Like, you're going around sleeping with different women, but you're lying to me about it. I find the lying to be way worse than you going out with different women. I've had guys tell me up front that they were dating multiple women, and I had no issue with that whatsoever. It's the ones who lie that I have a problem with, because I do not want to find out that you caused me to have something I can't take back. So be honest, take care of yourself, take care of me, take care of the person that you are with, and I have no problem with that. Okay, now back to my vocal coach. If I can find my vocal coach, I cannot believe I found that first. Hold on. Oh, this is 27 minutes. Hopefully nobody ever watches this. I really hope not. I did not expect that to happen. I don't think anybody's going to watch this. Except for me. I'm going to watch this. Okay. Where is it? Oh, I forgot to do shared by. This is not owned. Oh my God. I truthfully don't even know if I can put something this long on the YouTube. Notes. Where's my notes? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep going on with this. And if I find it, I might come back to it. Here we go. Shaniqua's notes. So basically, the last time we worked, she was saying that I did good with my scale. I stayed in G minor. G major. I was going, she said going from high note to lower seems a tiny bit easier. She said I should start with breath work for Lovely Day. I had did Polly by Nirvana. And she said it was a great song to warm up to. It also could be a fun one. I'm trying to riff to. I'm trying to make up my own melody and practice listening for the harmony. I did I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick. She said, honestly, it's a great song to follow Polly with. It was a bit higher, and it gave me the opportunity to gradually start singing louder and higher. And maybe I should do the didn't I, in sections so I could bring myself an extra nasally voice as part of my warm-up. I did Devil Like You, and we talked about telling a story by using things like volume and tone. If there's a part I want to be pretty soft and quiet with, make the listener lean in to hear me more. So I'm basically just practicing with my voice. I'm trying to control my voice more. And she was like, maybe I could try to set up how I want to tell the story for Carolina Drama by Raconteurs. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing them wrong. It's Jack Black's. Is it Jack Black? Jack White? No, White Stripes. I think. What the leader of White Stripes band? I'm not sure if it's Jack White or Jack Black. I can't remember his last name. We sung down to a low D as well. And we made a slight adjustment to the hum, like lips closed, like but teeth slightly apart. So yeah, those are my notes so far. And that's why I'm doing these practices, so I can keep going. All right. So She's So High by Tal Bachman, and all rights go to him. She's like fresh and brown, malta, and comb. She's touch, smells like taste and sound. But somehow I didn't believe that anything should happen. I know where I belong, and nothing's gonna happen, yeah. 'Cause she's so high, high above me. She's so lovely, she's so high, like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, or Aphrodite. Da 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 da. She's so high, high above me. She's high society free. She's high society. She's got the best of everything. What could a guy like me ever really offer? She's perfect as she can be. Why should I even bother? 'Cause she's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high, like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, Aphrodite. Da 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 da. She's so high, high above me. She comes to speak to me. I freeze immediately, 'cause what she says sounds so unreal. 'Cause somehow I can't believe that anything should happen. I know where I belong, and nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high, like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, or Aphrodite. Oh, yeah, yeah. She's so high, high above me.